General Hospital, GH. Spoilers recap for Tuesday, August 29, reveals that Lucy Coe, Lynn Herring, tried to summon Scott Baldwin, Ken Schreiner, since Martin Gray, Michael E. Knight, bailed on doing their case pro bono like he previously promised. That put Lucy Coe, Lynn Herring, Maxie Jones, Kirsten Storms, and Brooke Lynn Quartermain, Amanda Seton, in a bind since Lucy fired the other lawyer she hired to save money. However, Maxie ultimately hired Elise, Carly Hughes, back, so the attorney appeared and bickered with Jackson Montgomery, Walt Willey, since he was representing the client who filed the lawsuit. Later, Tracy Quartermain, Jane Elliott, walked in the courtroom, so Maxie and Lucy were grateful since they assumed she was there to support them. Instead, Tracy revealed that she was there to protect her legal claim to the deceptor. At the beach house, Trina Robinson, Tabiana Ali, hugged Curtis Ashford, Donald Turner, and was way too enthusiastic about all the adjustments they made for his wheelchair at home. Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, privately acknowledged how hard Trina was trying, but she feared her daughter was pushing too hard and making things worse. Trina was apologetic, but Portia understood that finding the right balance was hard and was adamant about getting through this as a family. On the patio, Marshall Ashford, Robert Gossett, gave Curtis news on Selena Wu's Lydia Look veiled threat to run the Savoy out of business. Curtis thought maybe they should just sell the club since he wasn't sure he even wanted to go back to it. Although it was ultimately Curtis' decision, Marshall really hoped his son would reconsider. Later, Curtis apologized to Portia for being so harsh with her at the hospital. Although Curtis didn't want to push Portia away again, he was overwhelmed with everything he was losing. Curtis admitted he couldn't physically love Portia back, but Portia stood by her husband and promised that they'd get through this together. At Kelly's, Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, filled Michael Corintos, Chad Duell, in on her plan with Diane Miller, Carolyn Hennessy, and hoped to get Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson, out of Pentonville. Talk turned to Dex Heller, Evan Hofer, following Austin Gatlin Holt, Roger Howarth. So Michael gave Carly updates on Austin, Mason Gatlin Holt, Nathaniel Gray, and Betty Rutherford, Ella Lentini, all working for a mysterious boss. Carly mentioned that Austin visited someone in the prison infirmary, so she thought maybe Drew could find out who it was. Michael felt it wasn't a good idea to put Drew in more danger, so Carly decided he was right. At Pentonville, Cyrus Renault, Jeff Cover, pointed out that since Drew was under Sonny's protection, that meant he was under protection by extension since Drew was looking out for him. Cyrus made it clear that he always repaid his debts, so he wouldn't forget that Drew saved his life. In Sonny's office, he spoke to Brick, Stephen A. Smith, about Betty leaving for Mexico. Sonny assumed Betty's employer thought she'd be out of reach there, but he had people in Mexico if he needed to find Betty and ask questions. Sonny also brought up Austin visiting Pentonville with his medical bag, so Brick said he'd look into it. The conversation turned to Pike's contracts all over the globe with many different governments, so Brick said maybe someone was trying to get rid of Sonny and get the money for themselves. Sonny thought they were going to a lot of trouble for something he didn't even want since the risks of doing business with Pikeman were too high. Brick considered the possibility that maybe the boss wanted to create discord to remove Sonny from the situation and let a competitor step in. At Ferncliff, Sasha Gilmore, Sophia Matson, told Nurse Janice, Lauren Swickard, that she was so cold and complained of a throbbing head. Janice gave Sasha another blanket and some water before promising to get something for her headache. Dr. Damon Montague, Darren Tunder, showed up soon after and gave Sasha another injection, so she passed out again. Next on Tuesday's GH episode, Janice expressed concern to Dr. Montague about Sasha's lack of improvement and thought maybe she should be transferred to a private hospital for more personalized care. At Crimson, Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watrous, was busy, but Gladys Corbin, Bonnie Burrows, insisted on talking to her anyway. After Gladys barged in Nina's office, she asked for $50,000 to cover Sasha's medical expenses. A skeptical Nina wondered why Gladys hadn't asked Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, and ultimately pushed Gladys to be honest. Gladys confessed that she dug herself into a hole through her gambling debts and needed help to get out of it. That if Sasha's stock wasn't frozen, then Gladys would have used Sasha's money to pay off her own debts. That left Nina appalled, so she warned Gladys to seek Sonny's help or deal with her debts on her own. After Gladys left, she got a call from menacing Dr. Montague, who mentioned that there'd been talk about transferring Sasha to a private facility. Dr. Montague insisted that he meant he had to make sure Sasha was in no condition to speak up. Once Dr. Montague demanded all his money, Gladys returned to Nina's office and admitted she lied. Gladys acknowledged the gambling debt part was true, but she insisted she needed the $50,000 because the doctor treating Sasha wouldn't let her out until he got paid. General Hospital spoilers say Gladys will stir up more trouble for Nina, so stay tuned to the ABC soap. CDL will have other exciting General Hospital spoilers, updates, and news, so visit us often for more GH info.